Ọzọpụlini ego.
Onye ọma tochukwu n'ubeti
Chukwu emegodu meje egwu ndị ọma bịa. 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 Emeka egwu ndị ọma bịa. Egwu m egwu ndị ọma bịa. Egwu anyị egwu ndị ọma bịa. Anyị bile egwu egwu ndị ọma bịa. Oge Chukwu kwuru elugo. Oge anyị elugonu. Akwa mgbochi ekewago. Ụmụ Chukwu na mba niile ka anyị were aka na abụ okpolego anyị. Ka anyị were ụkwụ na abụ ozolego anyị. Ọzọpụlini ego. Ụmụ Chukwu ọzọpụlini ego. Were ụkwụ na abụ ozolego yi. Ọzọpụlini ego.
ụmụ Chukwu Olisa dị na mba niile. Ụmụ Chukwu Olisa n'ụlọ dị na mba niile. Banumeji n'isi jenuke jimi banumeji ka nnumeji asị na nnụnụ ije. Onye ọma tochukwu n'umeji ụmụ Chukwu nọ na mba niile.
2020, 20 billion. 2020,
Good morning, dear friends all over the world. Good morning, lovers of freedom all over the world. Depending where you find yourself this morning, I say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, also good night. God bless dear friends all over the world. God bless Mazina Dekano, and God bless IPOB worldwide. God bless lovers of freedom all over the world.
Ife ọbụla mmadụ na-eme, ife ọbụla mmadụ na-eme, imeta mma na ihe ekwudo mma, onye meta njọ na onye ekwudo njọ. Ọkụ ụbọchị aka ji oke mụ, nsọkụ ụbọchị aka ji oke ya.
Ụkwụ ego na kunodumeji ọgwụ. Ụkwụ ego ụwa mejela odumeje na-alụsị. Abụ m ọgwụ ana-agwọ m agwọ. Chanumenume chanumejis anegi ego mmiri Jakarta.
Ọda amala Igbo n'aka na-abụ Igbo ego, izolukwu na-abụ izolo ego. Ịmana ọkụ n'ilo n'onwe onye ọ na-eche. Were aka na-abụ okpolo ego. Ngwa ka anyị were ụkwụ na-abụ ozolo ego. Otu osole n'ụwa nya debe isi. Ebido mmiri tụsi jezuru ike ahụ. Onye nwe anyị nọ n'isi ụgbọ. Ekwu ada atụ anyị na onye nwe anyị nọ n'isi ụgbọ. Ọzọpụlini ego. Ọzọpụlini ego. Onye na-abala kubigi mba, a na-abalụ eze mba. Prince Datogash Akụmkpọ ite ego.
Akụbigi nwa Chedubejubisi
Inwere satifiketi
obi nwa na vrivi
Akụbigi abịago.
Chedubejubesi
Were aka na-abụ
Kanumejasi ma mmiri ya.
a na-abala agụmba.
Kanumeji magosa Kanumejasi ma numeji.
Egwanye ji ebuli ike.
Kanumejumejubume
Were aka na-abụ okporo ego yi.
Umeje
Ọtụmatụzi na m ebe si dị eteka ahụ. Ka Chukwu si emelụ m ife onye ilo m nọkọta ọ dị confuse. Egwu atụgbuo ndị ilo m, iwe na-anụ m egbuo ndị ilo m. Bukati na Jakarta obele nwa bara akwa elisi o nwere onye malaka
igwe Chris onye ekwuje igwe nananya igwe Chris onye ekwuje odogwu nwananya igwe Chris onye ekwuje agabano nanya liche odogwu anyị jebe
Dominic Obasio Odogwu abatago Odogwu na-epepe n'ọkụ n'ọgbọ Odogwu na-epepe n'ọkpankụ Odogwu na-epepe na Mumbai Indian ịma na Odogwu bụ n'ọgbọ onye amabụghị m ọkpankụ na Nieli Local Government Enugu steeti ka iseje ahụ
obele nwa m na-esili ite Odogwu na Mumbai Dominic Obasio Inasu asụ ngwa ndị silita Inasu asụ Dominic Obasio Odogwu na Pepe Ija Badume Umede
Oyiwu ife onye nwere ego ife ọgaranya irespekt anya ahụ maka ife ọgaranya iri isi ego Josi na Odogwu alụsị ego na Malaysia alụsị ego na-ekpo ọfụ na Odogwu onye ọma kelere inegoma obodo ke na-alụsị ego obodo ka anyị ke na-alụsị ego ọgaranya na-eme ọgọ alụsị ego na Malaysia alụsị ego na-ekpo ọfụ kelere inegoma
alụsị ego na Malaysia GOC na ma ụzọ Chukwu mepere ndị abụọ Badukeji Majine Sinumechasi Majini Janumeji Majuke Sinumechasi Majima
Ọbụlụ ka nna kwa ima Prince Emeka Jamba ọbụlụ ka nna kwa kelekele ọbụlụ mekene yo manyala bisi gị nwe tegebanụ mmanya ma ọbụlụ mekene ya ọbụlụ ka nna kwa kelekele
Janumechis Anumeji Janumechas na Nunu
onwelu mmadụ ka onwere gị onye nwelu mmadụ ka onye nwere ga egwu melu na Dubai ka njeke na nwata kwọta aka Prince Samuel Alakụma oji ofife mọkọ bịa onye nwata Chukwu na-ekene yo onwelu mmadụ ka onwere ego
Ezudo Igwe Ezetiakụ Odogwu n'Osito
ọ na-abụ omekata m omebe m ka nwụrụ mmanya ọ na-abụ omekata m omebe m ka nwụrụ karị ịma na egwu na amụma na-egwu ka mmanya ahụ ịchọrọ ịma idu odumeje Chukwu emeka odumeje ya karị ya ọfụma egwu na amụma bụ nwanne ahụ
Janumenusi Janumechas Anumeji Omeje Nanumeji Nokijana Manume Anumekanmanunusi Sinukeji Jimajumanunu Banukeji Majumajumelini Sanukeja Semajunagida
anụmagala nwere na n'ụwa anụmagala gị n'ụwa na-azọgbuchi ahụ onye ilo m dị confuse tinye ba confusion mekọ onye ilo gị dị confuse ka iwelu ebe ị na-eje onye na-ebi enu ị na-ebi enu n'ezolo onwe ya enu ụwa bụ ogwudu mmadụ na-azụ ahụ mụ bụ onye ọmaka Chukwu nnụnụ Chukwu bi n'ọzala na-ekwu okwu onye Chukwu ya gozi ka ọ ya gozi n'ụwa
onye ọmaka Chukwu nụnụ Chukwu bi na mba niile onye ọmaka Chukwu nụmeji Ụmụchukwu nọ na mba niile onye ọma tochukwu na mụ na-ekili ụmụchukwu bi na mba niile
ngwa Emeka ọnụ na-ekwu mmanụ njọ ọnụ si webelisi mebelisi etinye ọnụ ekwulu mmadụ na-eje onye genife ọnụ na-ekwu ọnụ wepụka nkwu ọnụ kwulu mma n'ọbọnụ kwulu njọ ebe megide kpọkpọ Jizọs Kraịst keduzi maka mmadụ nke ụwa ọnụ ya ekwulili
oke ngwu n'elinu
onye ọma ife abatago
oke ife na-eti n'ife
sam oke osisi
isu ochi
egelisi ọbama
egelichelichachakata ọbaba ife chijelu nke mbụ n'ọlivite ochie ndo ọkụ dị n'Igbo setumo
jendo
oyila ngasị nwa gbadudu meji
esiela.
Yeah, good morning, dear friends. Good morning, lovers of freedom all over the world. Good morning, IPOB. Good morning, our great leader, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, and all the veterans of Biafrans all over the world. This morning, I'm happy. I'm very happy this morning. You can see it because we have been all this while since this year, from January to this time. This is December, remaining few weeks, few days for this year 2020 to be out, to be gone, So we have been fighting, talking, doing a lot of things, looking for solution for Biafra, restoration, making every effort, our brothers everywhere, our sisters everywhere, even in Biafra land, people have been doing great job, doing a very great job. People are looking way to survive, doing all manner of things, all manner of job to survive. But there is one thing we have never done, and which I'm going to do today, because Biafra is a great nation. Biafra is going to be a great nation. I must tell you the truth. Because even if you come to Nigeria today, it is Biafrans that is the most important people in that particular place you call Nigeria. If you come to the time for activists, you come for the area of singers, if you come for the area of acting, if you come for areas of a lot of things, technologies and so forth and so on, Biafrans. The reason why you are still here in Nigeria today is because of Biafrans. Because Biafra is talented. We are so blessed in many things. We are so blessed. The reason why I put this music of our brother, Odumeje, listen, we have to celebrate our own. Okay? We have to celebrate our own. Onyoma Tochukwu, we have to be celebrating our own, because when Biafra come, Biafra is going to be a place where people is going to live a very comfortable life. A very, very comfortable life. That is what Biafra is going to be. Because Biafra is giving. God give Biafrans almost everything you can talk about in this world. We have everything. Imagine when Biafra come and all our brothers and sisters all over the places, all over the world, all our artists, all our musicians, all our actors, all the whole people come back to Biafra land and begins to make Biafra a great nation. Imagine what Biafra is going to look like. You see, I am looking of a great nation that is going to be more greater than even some of the countries in the world today you are calling a great country. Biafra is going to be one of it. The reason why we have never seen all this talent, all these artists, all these things being celebrated in our land is because of the way our land is, our land look like. You know, there is nothing is working in our land. But I must tell you, those things that God have given to Biafra, when Biafra come, a lot of things is going to happen. A lot of celebration, because we have everything it takes. That is the reason why when I wake up this morning, I begin to reason. I say, God, you give us everything. I have reasoned about Nigeria, the people that is promoting Nigeria, even the people that is making the world to hear about Nigeria. I begins to reason. It is Biafrans. The people that is singers, promoting Nigeria, making the world to know Nigeria is a Biafra. The people that is acting, the actors, is Biafra. And the most intelligent people in the world, you know, the people that went to school, that have all it takes, you know, is also Biafrans. So I begin to think about what is happening to us, and before I know, I feel to be happy, you know, because it's not every day we are going to be shouting, we are going to be angry, we are going to be fighting, we are going to be looking for people to quarrel with, we are going to be looking for people to unleash our hangers to. No, I said this morning, I am going to be very happy. You know why? Because we have to thank God for the life first. The life He gives to us. Okay? Because without life, there is nothing, there is no hope. Without life. Because many people that enter into this year, but today they are no more. They are nowhere to be found. Many people have lost their life. Many people, a lot of things have happened this year. You know, the epidemic, the coronavirus, and other things that is going on in the world today. But you see, Biafran, we are still moving. We are still moving. The train is still moving. Even when a lot of things is trying to happen, when people are trying to divert the mind of our people, Biafra is still moving. You know, the train is still moving. That shows me that there is, God have plans. God have plans for Biafra. God have a great plan for Biafra. That's why when I wake up this morning, I feel to relax, happy, and come to this platform this morning to thank Biafrans. Okay? What I come here to do is to thank Biafrans for the great job they are doing. To thank our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for the great job he have done to us. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have done a very great job for us. Great job for us. You know, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have done a great job for us. You know, he's a leader. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a leader. And I use this opportunity to thank Biafrans. I use this opportunity to thank Biafrans everywhere. Even those that in our land today. Those our fathers, our mothers, our brothers, our sisters, or even our young ones. Okay? I use this opportunity to thank everybody. Okay? Life is very important. And this Biafra of a thing is a spirit. Biafra is a spirit. It's living inside every Biafra person. You know, that's why nobody can take it away from us. Because we are born as a Biafran. We are born as Biafrans, and we are Biafrans. So the spirit of Biafrans is living in us. Even when some of our people cannot tell themselves the truth, that the power of the spirit of Biafra is still into them. But I must tell you, a time is coming when every Biafrans is going to come together. I am seeing how Biafra is going to come together one day. Both those people that is calling themselves South, Niger Delta, Southeast, everything, even those our leaders, these our leaders you see today, those leaders in Biafra land that you see today, that is serving Nigeria interests. A time is coming, all of them will come together and they will understand what Biafrans are doing. They will understand that what we are looking for is to make our land a very great place, is to make our country a very great place, is to make our place one of the best country you can ever talk about in this world. Like today, you are hearing about Dubai today. You know, Dubai, you see, it is Dubai. It is the indigenous of Dubai that make it great the way you see it today. And very soon, what you see in Dubai will be the eyeball of what you are going to see in Biafra land. Because we have everything it takes to build a better land, a better country for ourselves. We have the manpower, we have the intelligence, we have everything. We almost, this morning I was thinking, almost every Biafrans are well gifted. Every Biafrans, even our little children, our little girls and boys in Biafra land, they are all well talented and well intelligent. Even those that doesn't go to school, they have this wisdom. There is wisdom God gives to us that people are surprised. You see, people begins to surprise which kind of wisdom these people have. Why is it that even as we are trying to bring them down, even as we are struggling to destroy them, even as we are trying to pull them down, they are still coming up, they are still blowing up, they are still moving, they are still breaking the walls. This is what people have never understand about Biafra people. Okay? We are gifted. We are very, very gifted. But the problem is that the people that these people that is in our land, they want to make the life difficult for us. They want to make it very difficult for us so that we will not achieve our good. That is what they are doing. That's why they cannot build road, they cannot give electricity, they cannot look at the big picture of Biafra land. They cannot look at our waterways. They cannot look all those places that need to be taken care of. They cannot look all those places that bridges and where they're supposed to build a very fantastic things that other countries in the world will be coming to take a look. You know, we have the articles, ancient articles, that we're supposed to build a very big place for articles, for other countries all over the world to be coming, to be seeing the kind of things our forefathers, our forefathers, you know, our ancestors made with their hands. Those things our forefathers, our ancestors make with their hands. All these things, we're supposed to have a very big place, you know, a very big museum in all over the Biafra land, where people all over the world will be coming to be looking to be seeing all these things. And the money you will be generating from all these places will even be better than oil and gas. You know, when our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is talking about, we don't need this oil and gas. This oil and gas that everybody in Nigeria put their hope. It is this oil and gas that almost Nigerians put their mind. And that is the reason why when you are talking about liberation, they feel that if they liberate themselves, that oil and gas will no longer be flowing the way it's flowing. No, the oil and gas will still flow. Yes, the oil and gas will still flow. You can drink oil and gas. Okay? You can drink oil and gas. It doesn't matter. The oil and gas can flow. Okay? When our leader is talking about freedom, there is something he have seen. There is something he have seen in Biafra land. Okay? There is great things that is in our land that is more than oil and gas. The most important thing about human being or about people is the manpower. The manpower. Okay? The manpower is the only thing people or group or a country need to grow. Any country that have no manpower, that country can never grow. You see, when you come to Nigeria, when you come to Yoruba land and the Biafra land, Oduduwa land and Biafra land, you have people that have this manpower. Manpower is there. But those people that don't know how to comport themselves and put things in order are the problem. Okay? They are the problem we have. So now, when you are activating this your manpower, when you look at the environment, when you look at every corner of the environment, you will not be encouraged to activate that your manpower. That your manpower will just go down. That your manpower will, those your dream will just go down. You know, that dream will die. That's why in Nigeria, the dream of a lot of people, the dream of young men and young women, their dream have gone. Their dream have been destroyed. Because people thought that to make money is all about, let me go and steal. Let me go and kill people. Let me go and do ritual. Let me go and do this and do this. Let me do all manner of evil to get money. No. You can get money in a very nice place, in a very nice way. You can make a lot of money in a nice way. The only thing you need is the environment for you to make that money. The environment for you to make that money. Okay? If you watch how Nigeria is, and you still see our people, they are still struggling. They are still struggling and they are still making it. They are still living. They are still booming. That shows you that. Imagine when we now build a comfortable zone, a comfortable country, a place where they can be relaxed, where they will be safe, where their lives and their properties will be safe, where they will come out in the morning and they feel secure and they see the environment well developed. Imagine the kind of exploit our people is going to do in Biafra land. That is the reason why, you know, sometimes when you look at the difficulties of life, how the life is moving, how things are working, maybe things are not working the way you need it, things are not the way you plan it, you wake up in the morning, sometimes you feel sad, you know, you feel disappointed, you feel that those things you are planning to achieve, many people plan to achieve a great thing this year, you know, but they couldn't achieve it. Okay, many people, when they start this year, when they enter into this 2020, their mind, they focus in something. There is great thing they wanted to achieve this year, but unfortunately they couldn't achieve it. And you see those people, because of those disappointment, because of those, the way they plan things and it doesn't work out, you feel, some of them feel disappointed, some of them feel down, a lot of things begins to happen. But let me tell you something. In all these things, the most important thing is life. The life. Okay? The breath. This breath you breathe. This breath that you are taking in and out. That is most important in life. Okay? Because it's only when you have life, you reason, you think, you still have future, you still have hope to get everything you want. Okay? It's only when you have the life, when you are healthy, you are still looking for everything. We are still fighting to liberate ourselves. All these things is when we have life. If we don't have life, we cannot achieve all these things. Okay? Even if we don't have life, if God does not give us life, we couldn't be where we are today. So this is the reason why I say Biafrans have done marvelous. Okay? Even those people who have never understand what IPOB is doing, even those people who have thought that what IPOB is doing is not okay, and they want to go their separate ways, they want to go and establish whatever they want to establish, everybody have done great. But let us not forget one thing, that what we are fighting for is for our children. Let us not forget one thing, that what we are doing is not for our benefit. Okay? We are not doing these things for our benefit. We are doing it for the benefit of our country, Biafra. We are doing it for the benefit of our children. We want to have a country, okay? We want to have a country where we will see our children working in a good environment, okay? Living in a good environment, living in a very comfortable places, okay? We want to see our children, when they wake up in the morning, they see a vibrant society. They see beautiful things, okay? They begin to go places, That is what we want. So we are not fighting for, I want those people that think that everything we are doing, or what IPOB is doing, or what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is doing is for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu benefit. No. Even in families, okay? In the families, some people will agree, why some people will be opposing it. It doesn't matter. Don't, because of somebody oppose something, you say something and another person disagree on it, don't because of it and get angry. Don't because of it and lose focus in what you are doing. There is kind of life I'm living. Okay? One of the best life I have seen that I'm living is I don't give up. I never give up in anything. That is one of the best life I have achieved in my life. Because even when I come to Europe, before I come to Europe, and what I pass through before I come to Europe is not something. If you hear the story, maybe one day I will give the testimony. If you hear the story, you will know that you can achieve anything. But the time, you need to understand that it is not the particular time you need that thing. Sometimes when you need the thing, you will never have it that time. Okay? The particular time you need the thing, you will never achieve it that time. So one of my best life I have seen in my life is focus. I am a man that always focus. Even when I see difficulties, okay, I have come across a lot of difficulties in my life. Okay, I have come across a lot of things in my life. Okay, difficulties, but I keep on moving. I keep on breaking the walls. I keep on breaking those shackles. I keep on breaking those things that want to stop me. So I keep on moving. Even when you feel like nothing is working, but I keep on pushing until I get to my destination. So this thing have been one of my best life I have been living, okay? And I continue to live with it. Because if you want to live a good life, you must focus. You must focus in what you want to achieve, okay? You must believe in yourself. You must follow your heart. You must follow your spirit. That is very important, because your spirit can never deceive you. Okay? We call it chi. Your chi will never disappoint you. Okay? So when you believe in your spirit, believe in yourself, and focus in what you want to achieve, it may take years. Okay? It may take years. Even some of your friends will mock you. Some of your friends will laugh at you. Some of your friends will disappoint you. Some people will even let you down. Okay? Some people will let you down. The reason why they are doing this thing is not them that are doing it. Okay? It is not those people that are doing it. It is those power that want to stop you. Those power that want to stop you can enter into those people. Okay? Using them to confuse you, using them to make you to feel bad, and you go down. And once you go down, they have won. Yes, they have won, because that is what they want. Okay? But when you see that even your friends, even your family members, even your mother, your father, even your brothers and sisters, everybody now is looking at you as nobody who can never achieve anything in life, but you have your mind. Okay? You have to put your mind together. You keep on moving. As you keep on moving, before you know, those things you are looking for, you will achieve it. That is how you work. It may take you years to do it, but you must get to your destination. Okay? That is the reason why when this Biafra, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out, when IPOB come out for this freedom, I see that it is time for Biafra to be restored. Okay? I see that this is the time God wants Biafra to be restored. And they started the journey. Okay? And a lot of things begins to happen in the journey. Those things that you see that we are happening in the journey when IPOB started this movement, those things you see that started in that journey, in that first place, is to stop the movement. Is to stop the movement. That means if you must say now the Kanu is ordinary human being, or who just come out and they want to try, because there is some people that is born, they want to try something. They don't want to accomplish something, but they want to give it try. So when they give it try and that thing does not work, they pack off. Okay? But there is some people that come genuinely to fight for something, and before they come out, they have already know that there must be ups and downs. There must be a lot of trials in that thing they want to achieve. And that is one of my best life I have been living. Okay? Challenges. Okay? It doesn't matter who you are. Challenges. In life is all about challenges. Okay? And for you to achieve the goal, for you to achieve gold, successfully gold, I am not talking about going to do evil things, going to put your hands into bad things, going to commit, you are going to sacrifice yourself to Satan in order to achieve something. I'm not talking about that. For you to be successfully achieving something naturally, you must have circumstances. You know why? Because it is those circumstances that move you to another level. Okay? Those circumstances are the ones that move you to next level. And now, those circumstances you are seeing You don't need to go and begin to cry to somebody. Look at what I'm passing through. What am I going to do? My life is down. No. You need to pull yourself together. Because those trials you think you are seeing is those trials that want to stop you from where you are going. Now you must learn how to fight those battles, both spiritual and physical. You must learn how to fight it. Okay? Sometimes you will see that you may try to sleep. Okay? You may try to close your eye to rest. And you see some things. It will be like a revelation. It will be like a revelation coming to you. You will see yourself dragging with people, fighting, trying to liberate yourself. You see people holding you. You see people trying to draw you back. You see people trying to stop you to move forward. And you are pushing. You are trying to liberate yourself. That is to show you that when you finally break that shackles, you will see yourself in the next level of life. Okay? So life is all about fighting. And you must fight for you to achieve it. Or you sell your life to Satan for him to give you quick one. The quick one that Satan will give you is the one that will cause you sorrows, pain, and troubles. That means when you sacrifice your life to Satan, when you have given Satan your life because you don't want to fight anymore, you want to have it quickly, you want to achieve it anyhow it comes, it is better. Now, you will be living, people can see you in physical, think you are normal, okay? But in the spirit, in the spiritual realm, and within you, you know that everything is not normal. Things are not normal. You are passing through a lot of things. You are passing through pain. You are passing through hardship. You are passing through a lot of things. But when people see you physical, then think everything is normal. Okay? Now, but when you see those people that fought, when you see people that fought very well to achieve whatever they achieve, you will always see them bouncing, bold enough to come out. And when they are coming out, you will know that these people achieve their good with fighting the circumstances that come around them. And that is what IPOB is doing today. So this morning I have just come to thank IPOB. There is something Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have done for us that we have never experienced in our life as Biafrans. There is a lot of things Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have done for us that we have never experienced as a human beings. Even if some of our people agree and some of them does not agree. But I must tell you, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have opened the eyes of Biafrans. And now, remember that whatever God wants to do, he will do it. Okay? You are speaking in tongue, cannot do anything about it. Your prayer, fasting and prayer, cannot do anything on it. You are going to native doctor, doing everything possible to stop it. It can't work. It will only delay that thing. But before you know, that thing must be achieved. I am talking about through my experience, what I have passed through in my life before in the position I am today, the place, where you see me today, the position you see me today. I am talking about my experience. What God have positioned you that he will be, you must be it. But many people, the reason why many people divide and also give their life to Satan, and Satan still give them that thing which they're supposed to have. Okay? That means That thing you think you have gotten today by every other means, it is something God have given you naturally. But there is some difficulties that was trying for you not to hold on that thing, for you not to capture that thing in time. So because you have fought to have that thing and you couldn't, then you go back and then you begin to look for another means to get it quickly. So now you become onyinye mane weta. With easy, bia were easy. With easy, bia were easy. Now you see people sacrificing blood order for them to retain whatever they think they have. Now, you also see those people giving thanks to something that is not even real. Because every blessing you see today, you have. It is blessing you must have. It is blessing that God have already positioned you to have. But the problem is that you don't have the capacity to fight to get it. So you go in another means to get it quickly. And then you begin to sacrifice things you don't supposed to sacrifice. It begins to do things you don't supposed to do to have all those things. Because you have abandoned to fight to achieve it. Okay? You want to get it quickly. And that is the reason why you see a lot of people organic death. Okay? When you come to Nigeria, you see young boys, young girls dying everywhere. Okay? They are dying. Miserable life, miserable death. Okay? Organic death. You see people dying like chicken. And he begins to wonder what is killing them. Okay? This is what Satan can do to you. Because when you are trying to, what the trickish about Satan is that when you come to him, when you go to him, okay, he will make it to look like nothing is going, there is no price you will pay. He will make it like there is no price you are going to pay. Okay? Now, because he wants you to enter into it. He wants you to enter into covenant with him. Immediately you enter into that covenant with him, then he will now produce the things you have to do. That means when you feel that the life is now getting better, now life is getting sweet, you want to live a very comfortable life, that is the time the Satan will come and he will destroy you, destroy everything, your life become miserable. That means you have all these things, but your life will be miserable. That takes me to those people you see in Nigeria, those governors, those senators, those leaders in Nigeria who can take money that they're supposed to use to build a better country, and somebody will carry the money, go to another country, go and keep it there. It doesn't make, for normal person, for normal human being, that thing does not make a sense. Okay? But because these people, they have covenant with Satan. Okay? They have covenant with the demons. And what is that gives demons joy? It is when people are suffering, when people are passing through pain, when people are dying, when a lot of things is happening to people. That is what gives Satan happiness. Okay? And that is what gives all those leaders you have in Nigeria joy. When they see their people dying, see their people being killed, see a lot of things happening, they feel joy. Okay? Because they feel that they are on top. But they don't know that what they are doing is evil. Okay? And that is the problem. So, that is the difference between them and the other people in this advanced world. This advanced world, every money they have, they use it to build their country. They maintain their country, they make it okay. Not only for themselves, but to attract other people all over the world to come and invest and to come and stay. That is what they are doing. So that is what Biafra is going to look like. We are going to build a country that will attract other people, other countries to come and invest in Biafra land. And when you see countries, people from other countries coming to Biafra land to invest, the job opportunity you are asking for, you will have it. The criminality you are seeing today, you will no longer see it. Okay? All these kidnapping, atrocities, people waking up in the morning, and the only place they think they will find their solution is to go to native doctor. Okay? And the people wake up in the morning, they think the only places they can find their solution is to go to one prophet or one church. Okay? That thing will be past. You will no longer see all those things again, because you will be so busy. You will be so busy with your life that you will no longer be thinking about all those things. That means when you come of age to do something, you have all the access. The government have provided all the access for you to start up a life. Okay? The system is going to be very good for you to start up your life. So you will start and it begins to build your family. That is what the kind of life, the kind of country we want to build. Okay? So this is what our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have done. He have showcased it because he have been into all this advanced world for a long time. He have studied there, he understand them, you know how they behave, you know how they develop their countries. All these things is what he's trying to bring into Biafra land. And the only way he can bring it is when Biafra is free, when everybody have their freedom. Now, these kind of things will come to our land, and where we establish our land, and then everybody will start living fine. Now, even if Biafra come today, a lot of our people will pack their load and go home. You understand me? A lot of our people will pack their load, go home. Because you know why? In this cold time, there is some of our people that is still sleeping on the street of Europe. Okay? There is some of our people that still sleeping in the street of Europe. If you go to Morocco now, there is some of our people that is sleeping in the bush in this cold time. They are still sleeping in the bush like animals. All the way that they want to go to Europe. They want to leave Nigeria. They want to leave Nigeria. Many of them, if you go to bushes, okay, if you go to bushes in Morocco, you find Nigerians, you find Africans, you find Mali, Ghana, Nigeria, Cameroon, and Mali. All these people, every part of the Africa country, you see many of them living inside bush. Okay? Living like an animal in the bush. The reason why is because the countries where they come out is not conducive for them. Nothing is working. They cannot showcase their talent. They cannot do anything. There is nothing to start up with. The government does not provide anything, any environment for them to start up something. So the only thing the people think is to leave the place. And that is the reason why you see many of our people dying in desert. Okay? Some of them die in the valley in Morocco. Some of them die in Mediterranean Sea. Okay? So all these things is what Biafrans are looking for, way to stop. That when Biafra come now, all this dead will stop. Things will start to change. People will start to live a normal life the way it's supposed to be. So this is most important things Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is looking up to give to Biafrans and the Nigeria. Now, let those people that is telling you that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu hate Nigerians. No. IPOB does not hate anybody. Okay? Even me, I doesn't hate anybody. I doesn't hate Nigeria. I doesn't hate Biafrans. I doesn't hate any Africa person. No. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does not hate anybody. Okay? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB have nothing to do with hating anybody. The problem is we misunderstand his message. Some of us are misunderstanding the message that IPOB is bringing to Africa. Okay? That is the problem. We are misunderstanding it because we have never heard such message before in our life. Okay? Even if we have some people that have fight for freedom in South Africa, in some of other countries before, none of them have brought such the kind of wisdom that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu IPOB brought to free the people in Nigeria. Okay? So that is the reason why, you know, when you go into a place where you don't have any development, where people are, when they wake up in the morning, they wake up in darkness. When they go back in sleep, they also go back in darkness. When they wake up in the morning, no facilities, nothing is working. The only thing they will be seeing is bushes, the bed inside the bush, okay, bad road, and nothing is working. So these people are living into this place for decades. They have been living there for many years, and it seems like it have become part of them. It have become part of the way they find it that this is the best life they are living. Then when they see somebody from another place that come and say, this life you are living is not okay. If the person don't take time, they will kill that person. Okay? They will kill that person because they will thought that the person has come to insult them or to destroy them, because their mentality to reason and focus and think and pay attention to what that person is saying is not there. So he's going to take long way. Okay, it's going to take long time for those people, for you to be cleaning their brain, for you to be educating them, for you to be showing them how they're supposed to live, how their place supposed to be, the kind of development where human beings supposed to live, how the place supposed to be developed, how the place supposed to be kept. It have long way for you to go. And if you don't come in a manner that they will pay attention, they will destroy you. They will destroy you because they are living like wild animals in those places. Okay? They are living like wild animals in those places. And because of that, many of them have believed in a lot of things. Some of them believe in the bush itself. Okay? Some of them can wake up in the morning, they go and kneel down for bush, begins to pray for the grass that is in those bushes. Okay? It becomes their God. Okay? Some of them can wake up in the morning, they will go and kneel down for mangrove tree. Okay? They begins to pray for that mangrove tree. That mangrove tree become their God. Okay? Because of the kind of situation they find themselves. So many of them have believed in a lot of things. Okay? So they believe in those things because of the kind of environment they find themselves. That's why now if you go to Nigeria now and you take somebody that have never traveled before, if you go to Nigeria now and they take somebody that have never traveled before and they have brought him to this Europe, okay? Immediately the person come out from the flight and they come out outside, okay? The person will feel like he's in heaven. He will think that he's in another complete world, that this kind of world, they have never seen it before. He will think that he's in heaven, okay? That is to show you the kind of level of life these people are living in Nigeria. Okay? Now, the other person you have a lot of things. You have a lot to teach the person. Okay? You have a lot to teach the person for him to understand that this is how human beings supposed to live. Okay? Now, if you bring that person into this Europe now, the person mind, the person mentality will begins to change. Okay? That person that you see, that when you eat something finish, he throw it away anywhere he lies. Okay? That person you see that the only thing he think that is the best bed to sleep is a mat. He put the mat on the ground and they just sleep like a pig. He will now begin, his mind will begin to develop. The only people that person you think that the only thing you think is when you have a mocha foam, there is one they call mocha foam. If you just buy one and put it on the ground in the room that there is no light, the place is not even clean, nothing, no development, nothing is working. The person we think is now when the person begins to see different life, the person mind will begins to change. Now, the person that never opened tap on his house and he see water, and now he can go to the kitchen, he opened the tap, he begins to see water rushing from that tap. His mind will begins to change. Now, when the person go outside and see how everywhere is developed, that person will develop. That's why I said, development is not talking. Development, you cannot develop the people by talking. Okay? You develop the people by developing the land. It is when you are building the land, when you are building the country, building it, making everywhere to be neat, automatically your people will begins to change. Okay? Because they are going to see the beauty of what you are doing. They are going to see the beauty of the road. They are going to see the beauty of the environment they are living. They are going to see things working. Now, it is within themselves now, they will be communicating. Okay? They will be communicating. Now they will be developing themselves because you are already developing the country. When you don't develop a country, the people can never develop. Because there is no way you can develop the people. Okay? And you don't expect people that you kept in darkness. You don't accept them to do normal thing. You don't accept them to do right thing. They must do whatever they like because you kept them in a places where they're living like animal. You kept them in a places where they are doing whatever they like. Okay? They never see any development. So all they think is they are living like animal in that particular place. So you don't expect them to do normal in that place. They will always behave like that, like the place they find themselves. Okay, so that is the problem you see in Nigeria. Okay, when you begin to see crisis everywhere, people, a lot of things is happening. It is the situation the government have kept the people. That is the reason why you see all those things happen, and that is the why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB have come. For them to change the narrative and build a better country for everybody. Okay? It's not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that is going to build the country, but when freedom is now come, when freedom have achieved, okay? Now, people that have the mind to build a country will now come and they will build a better country for everybody. Because there is people that have the mind to build a country. There is people that their mindset is only to build a better country. They don't come to build, they don't come to steal, they don't come to do anything. There is some people, there is some Biafrans that want Biafra to come today and they will come back home. You see all those your waterways, those are our waterways from Major, from all the whole places where we have waters. Okay? They will bring people that will clean all those water. They will also bring investors that will build something you have never seen across that water. Okay? That means That waterway you are seeing today, that you thought it cannot be clean, it cannot be colored, you can't build anything around it. That place you think is a swamp. Those places you think there is no go area. No, it's a very nice place where you can make a lot of money. Okay, those kind of places where what they build there is bridges, hotels. Okay, that is what they build there for foreigners to be coming to have their vacations in those places. That's why in Europe, when the time of vacation comes, people will go to the seaside. You will be seeing them to the seaside. They will go there, take their vacations in those places. Okay, and they spend a lot of money when they are going there. So they make more money there. Okay, but when you come to our land, you find out that all those waterways, nothing is built there, nothing is happening there. Everywhere is rough. It's because the government you have don't know that all those things are more better than oil. Okay, they don't know that all those places they can build it, clean the water, and they can make a lot of money. When I'm saying building it, it's not about somebody going there and begins to build 1 deck in there, 2 deck, 100 deck. No. There is some kind of towers they are going to build in those places, even in all those waters. There is how they are going to bridge all those waters, and they can build hotel on top of those, on some of those waters. Those waters, you will see how everywhere is going to be clean. Just take look like Dubai. Okay. For example, look at Dubai, how they transform Dubai. You can see how they transform Dubai. Now, imagine when Biafra come, how we are going to transform Biafra land. You find out that we are wasting our time. Okay? We are wasting our time. The time we're supposed to be thinking, how are we going to gather ourselves and separate ourselves from Nigeria and go and build our land. We are using that time to be fighting ourselves. We are using that time to be quarreling. We are using that time to be looking for who make it, who does not make it. This doesn't have anything to do with whoever that make it or not make it. What we are talking about is to build a better country for our children and our generations to come. To make our land a very vibrant place. That is what we are talking about. Okay? So that is the reason why I say that every Biafrans are doing great. Okay? Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is doing great. And all the whole Biafrans that is talking, no matter what the person is doing great. We want to achieve one goal. And that goal is Biafra. Okay? So Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have done a great job for our life. And we will continue to thank God to use him to do more and more until Biafra is finally come. Okay? So we are going to be thanking God for keeping us alive. Because that is most important thing. We are going to thank God for life, the life he gives to us first. Because when we have life, we will continue to pursue the freedom of Biafra until we achieve it. Now, for those of us that is thinking you have started this Biafra, for those of us that is thinking that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have started this freedom for more than, let me say, 5 years ago, and still yet we have never gotten Biafra. Let me say, this is not something you know the day is going to come. You don't focus your mind. This is the day Biafra is going to come. Because when this year, I see some people saying that Biafra will come this year. Biafra is going to come this year. I begin to laugh at those people. Okay? Biafra is going to come when it is time for him to come. And he's going to come. Okay? What we need is to be talking about Biafra, looking for solution to restore Biafra. But when the particular time for Biafra to come, when that time comes, Biafra will be established. Okay? If you are somebody that you always see vision, always see something, many of us have seen that Biafra will come. Okay? Even when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have seen that Biafra will come. But he himself doesn't even know the particular day Biafra will come. But he knows that Biafra will come. And some of us have seen it that Biafra will come. Now, the only way Biafra will not come is when all of us back off. We now say that we are tired. We can no longer fight for the freedom. We can no longer talk about Biafra. Now we want to go back to become Nigerians. No matter how Nigerians is treating us, we have to be there. That is where you leave Biafra. And Biafra will never come in your time. But the same Biafra will still come because maybe the next generation will still fight for the Biafra and they will achieve it. Okay? Even if the next generation fight it and they're also tired, another generation will still come. They will still fight it, but one day they will achieve it. One day those people that is mean and focused will achieve Biafra. That is what it means. Some of our people believe that Biafra will never come. Some of our people believe that Biafra, what IPOB is doing, or what anybody that is talking about Biafra, some of us believe that those people are jokers. They don't know what they are saying. Some of them feel that Nigeria can never divide. Some of them believe that nothing will make Nigeria people to go their separate ways from Nigeria. That is the kind of mentality some of us have. Let me tell you something. Even America you see today, if the people want to say that America can no longer be America, okay, America will still divide and everybody will go his separate way. You understand me? So it's not even, let me say it this way. If God said that America will never be America you are seeing today, America will divide and everybody will go his way. Because the law you see, it is human being that make the law. It is not God that make it. Okay? Everything human being does have expiring date. The laws human being make have expiring date. It's not something that will never expire. Okay? It's not something that will never expire. It is only those things that God created. Even human beings that God created have expiring date. That's why you see people dying. You understand me? How much more in a place where people were joined together forcefully. And since they joined them together, if you are told that they were building Nigeria, building everywhere in Nigeria, building the road and give electricity, pipe-borne water and the hospitals, everything, if the government were busy building everywhere, making sure that everywhere is well developed, like China, like Dubai, like other countries in the world. That one is different. Okay? Now we know, nobody will be talking about leaving Nigeria. But the way Nigeria was constructed, it was constructed for the elites, for those people that is into that system alone, that they are the ones that is going to be enjoying living a big life. And anybody that want to join them must Obey whatever those people tell them to do. If you don't, you will never come in. So that is the kind of life you see in Nigeria. And that is the reason why they bring tribalism and hatred into the system. So they make you to feel that this part of the country is your enemy. This part of the country is your enemy. That means when you go to Nigeria, the people does not even believe they are Nigerians. Okay? The people does not even believe that they are Nigeria. The security operative in Nigeria does not even know that everybody is in Nigeria. They know how to demarcate everybody. Even the government does not even believe in Nigeria. The only thing that holds them together is that oil. That is where all their minds is, in that oil. And that is the reason why whenever you see them talking, they always point that oil. And that is the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say, okay, this oil, we are going to give it to you people. We are still going to supply you people this oil. But let everybody go his separate ways. Okay? So that people can go back and build their land. What we are talking about is people to go back and build their land and take responsibility of their land and develop their land the way they want to develop it. Because not everybody wants to live in darkness. There may be people that have loved darkness. They want to live inside darkness for all their life. But not everybody wants to live in darkness. Okay? So there is people that want to develop their land, put electricity, build the road, and build facilities in their space, in their land. But now, you cannot do that in Nigeria, because when you want to do it, they will tell you that the federal government, have you seen in a country where federal government is against development, where federal government is against development, where people want to develop a place, government will say, no, you cannot develop it. You cannot build the road. Even some individuals have the money to build the road, but the government will not allow them to build the road. Some individuals want to put electricity, but the government will tell them, you cannot put electricity. That is the kind of wickedness you see in Nigeria. Because those people that is importing generator, importing listers to generate light, we never allow those people that want to come and put electricity to put electricity. Okay? Either they are fighting them through occultists, fighting them through government, trying to frustrate their life. Okay? So these are the problem. There is a big problem in Nigeria that everybody need to be thinking of how to fix it. Okay? Those people that is importing generators, listers, that when you build your house finish, if it is generator, your money reach to go and buy, you will now go and buy generator. If it's a lister, you will now build a place where you are going to hang your lister to generate light. How can those people that is importing all this generator for you to use in your various houses, how do you think they will allow you to go and bring electricity? If you bring the electricity, they feel that when you brought the electricity, 24 hours electricity in Nigeria, their business will no longer work. They will no longer sell their generators. And these are the people that is into this system you call government. They will frustrate you not to generate light for people of Nigeria. Okay? Now, those people, if you build a good road, for Nigeria, they feel that if you build a good road in Nigeria, the people, even the poor people, will live a better life the way big men are living a life in Nigeria, which is very bad. That's why in Nigeria, you have the place of big men. You say this area is a big man area, and this place is a poor people area. You begin to differentiate people because of the kind of environment they are living. which is very bad. In a country, it's supposed to be built for everybody, both old and young, both old, both small, both big. Everybody's supposed to be living normal in a country. Everybody's supposed to be living normal in a country. Whether you are a poor person, whether you are a rich person, it doesn't matter. But the road, the electricity, the hospitals, the school, the infrastructures, things supposed to be given to everybody. But now they make it in a way that only big men that will live in a very beautiful place. So when they are building now, they tell you it's a estate. They are building estate. So if you cannot afford to live in that estate, you will go and live in swamp. That is what they are telling you. So you see how the government is manipulating everybody. Meaning that if you don't have money to go and live in that estate, you will live in swamp. It is only that estate they are building, they will build road. Inside that estate, they will build road on it. Okay? They will build parking space inside that estate. Okay? They will now bring places where they will plant green grass inside that estate. Okay? Inside that estate, they will build it beautiful, very beautiful. They will develop that place very beautiful. Now it's made for the riches. It's made for the rich people. Only rich people can enter those places, those small places, and they live comfortable. But the millions of Nigerians is living in swamp, living in a place where there is no road, no electricity, nothing is working, no water, no pipe-borne water, no hospital. Even inside that estate, they will still build hospital inside that estate for the rich people. So you find out that the country can never work like that. When you are building country like this, that means you don't have a country. You are building businesses and you are calling it country. And people can never come together. People can never feel that they are the same. People can never feel that there is something that holds everybody together. Okay? When you go to some states are developed. When you go to some of the states are not developed. How can you think that people will think they are the same people? The people will never think they are the same people. There must be people inside those places that will be asking questions and that will be looking for a way to be free from that place you call country. And that is what we are seeing today. So we should go our separate ways and go and build a country for our people. Okay? And the only people that is holding this struggle is Oduduwas and some of our Biafrans, brothers and sisters. The generations of today are still people that is holding this freedom not to be achieved for now. So until all of us come together and they fight one cause and they establish that which we need. Okay? By removing the tribalism and removing all this hatred and the focus of building a country. The government will now build the road. All the roads are supposed to be built, including community road, village, those places you call village. The roads supposed to be built. Those places you call village, electricity is supposed to be given to those places. Because there is some people that still going to go there and establish those places. And those places will begin to develop. So all these things are the things we are looking up to when we are looking for Biafra. But the government you see, and those people that is called themselves a lead, those people that call themselves leaders, they will never allow those things. The reason why they are against all those things is because they thought that when these things come, they will no longer be making money in the life of the people. But one thing is, how can you be making money in the life of your people when they are suffering? When you see your people suffering, you are making money from them. You are living large and your people are suffering. That is what I don't believe about all these people. I know that you can have people that is natural greeding, but it's not in the government, because government have all what it takes to build a vibrant country for people to live. Selfishness and the hatred and whatever supposed to be individual things. Okay, it's not supposed to be in a government, and that is exactly what we are talking about. We want to build a country, a better country for everybody. That is what we are looking for. So that is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the IPOB is doing, and all Biafrans. So we will go and we keep on fighting for this freedom until we achieve it. Because this freedom is very important. It's very important for us. Okay? It's very important for us to achieve it. We need to achieve it so that we can build a better country for ourselves. So that politicians will no longer be carrying the money of the country and go to another country and go and kept it. They can use the money. They will use that money, build the country. So the people that will build the country is outside the country. They are not in Nigeria. Even if you go and carry those young boys you see in Nigeria today, put them into this government, they are going to do worse than these ones you are seeing today. So what you are going to do is total freedom. Total freedom is going to be given. Then another law, fresh law will be given. And if you want law to work in Africa, you need to put a very strong law against the government. Yes. You need to put a strong law for the government of Africa. That means, imagine if Biafra come today and the place we are going to focus in a law is the government of the country. The government that is going to pilot the system of Biafra. We are going to put death sentences to them. If we see you steal any money from Biafra land, you are going to die. No judgment. Nobody is going, there is no court. You are not going to go to any court. You are going to face firing squad immediately. Let them put all this law in Nigeria today and you see the country will change. Let them put the law that any government official they see steal money, they see that steal money that it doesn't belong to him in Nigeria. All these government officials that is in Nigeria that have been stealing the resources of Nigeria, let them put law today and say that if we investigate you and they find out that you steal money from Nigeria, you are going to face firing squad. If you are a government official, if you are a governor, if you are a president, if you are a minister, if you are a lawyer, if you are a judge, whatever you represent in the government of Nigeria, if we will find you steal any money from the public, the money that made for Nigerians, if we investigate you and you steal any cover from Nigerians, you are going to face firing squad immediately. You are not going to go to any court. Let them put that law today. Now you will see Nigeria will change. Nigeria will change. But they will not put the law because all of them have steal. Okay? All of them from A to Z have steal. So for people to put this law, these people need to be swept out. They need to wipe them out of the place. And the fresh law will come. And the fresh government will come. And those fresh law and the fresh government that will come are the people that will come and build a society. These people are not coming to loot and to steal. they come to build. That means when they bring a company to come and do road, they will go there and begin to examine that road. They are going to ask the person, how much it will take you to build this road? And how many years this road is going to last? The person will say, this is the amount I am going to use to build this road. And they will begin to look at the person, begins to check what the person is doing and make sure that that road is built. So it's not a road where people will say, somebody will say, this is how much I'm going to use to build a better road. And the one politician will go and collect the contract. When they give him the money, he will use 1/4 of it to give to he will give it to the contractor, and he will swallow the other one. The contractor will swallow the other one, and tomorrow they will come and grade the road for you, pour it crota, and when rain fall, the whole crota will be swept out. This is the kind of road we are building in Nigeria. So the contractors and the people that is collecting the contract from government and the government itself are corrupt. They are all corrupt. Okay? Because no one is sincere. Because if all of them is sincere, the government is sincere, the president is sincere, and the governors are sincere to themselves, the ministers are sincere to themselves, the traditional rulers are sincere to themselves, and the senators are sincere to themselves, and the judges are sincere to themselves, and all the whole people that is in government, that it make up government is sincere to themselves. I'm telling you, corruption will leave Nigeria within 1 hour. Corruption will leave Nigeria. Corruption will be thing of the past. Yes, but now, where are they going to start? Because the corruption is going to start from them. The judgment is going to start from them. Because all of them are the problem Nigeria is facing. It is the government, both the past and the present, they are the problem of Nigeria. Okay? Then before the citizens of Nigeria. So the judgment is going to start from them. So for them to put this law I'm talking about, it means that all of them is going to die first. Yes, all of them is going to face the firing squad before things can change. Many of them will run exile, because when this kind of law come, all of them will run exile. Okay, including Lai Mohammed will run exile. But you see, they will not put that law. They will not put that law to themselves. They will always try to oppose that law to the masses. They will tell you that if he will find you speak a speech, you are going to die. You are going to pay 5 million. Look at the kind of laws they are putting to the masses. Now, what about them that have destroyed the country? Because you are a government. You are the one people supposed to hold responsible. I cannot leave a government, Nigeria government, and begins to go and hold Nigerians, ordinary Nigerians, accountable of what is happening in the country. If you have Boko Haram today, it is the Nigeria government that put the Boko Haram. If you have Fulani herdsmen today, it is Nigeria government that bring Fulani herdsmen to be killing people. Whatever terrorists you have in Nigeria today, all of them was formed by Nigeria government. It is Nigeria government that formed all these terrorists to be killing people. If we have kidnappers in Nigeria today, it is Nigeria government that formed the kidnappers. If whatever you see in Nigeria that is happening today, it is Nigeria government that is the architect of it. Because they are the one that caused all the whole problem. You understand me? So this is what we are talking. So people should be stopping blaming people. Insulting Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is out of the frustration. that the Nigeria government have frustrated the people that make Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come out to be talking. It is as out of frustration that the Nigeria government have been frustrating the people that make everybody to be coming out and talking today. So it now depends, are we going to build a better society? Yes, because nothing happened to the land. Nothing is wrong with the country. Nothing is wrong with the land. You are not going to build the road now and the road say, no, you will not build me. No. The road, you will build the road. Okay? You are not going to get up today now and say, I want to fix all the whole road in Nigeria. I want to fix all the whole road in the state. I want to fix all the whole road in the communities. And the road will say, no, you will not build me. No. The road will allow you to build them. Okay? You are not going to say, okay, today I want to give electricity, 24 hours electricity to all Nigerians, and somebody will come out and say, no, we don't need the electricity. No, they will be very happy to have electricity. You are not going to say, I want to begin to build pipe-borne water to each Nigerians, to each buildings in Nigeria, so that they will have pipe-borne water. And they will tell you, no, we don't need it. They need it. You will not come out today because you are in Nigeria. You say, I want to build a hospital. Okay? I want to build a quality hospitals in Nigeria. And the place you want to build those hospitals will say, no, don't build me. Don't build hospital here. I will not accept it. No. You will build the hospital and you will equip it. People will be happy. So the system that you see that is wrong is because of Nigeria government. It is Nigeria government that caused all the whole system to be wrong. It's not even outsiders. It is Nigeria government that make everything to be bad. So they are the ones that are supposed to be held responsible. Nigeria is supposed to hold them responsible of everything that is happening to their life. The debt that is going on in Nigeria, Nigeria is supposed to hold Nigeria government accountable. Everything you see that is happening in Nigeria is not caused by any Nigeria. It is caused by Nigeria government. Those people that is into the system. Because they are the one who said they are going to take care of the country, who said they are going to build their country. So anything that happens, you hold them accountable. Because they have all everything, they have all it takes. They are the one that taking the resources of the country, they sell it, and they're supposed to bring the money to the country and use it to be fixing Nigeria. But instead of them to bring the money, use it to fix the country, they take the money, they share it among themselves, they carry the money, go to another countries, and they will be hiding all those money. So the Nigerians supposed to know that their problem is the government, not anybody, not even Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is only the man who come to save your life. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the one that come to tell you that your problem is this, your government. All these people you call government, or even the present and past ones, they are your problem. Because they are the problem that make you not to have anything in your land. So you're supposed to focus your mind and face your camera, face your hunger, face everything, your griefs, into those government, into those your government. You don't supposed to focus, put your hunger to your brother, to anybody that is talking. Because all of us, we feel the same pain. And that is the reason why we are fighting for separation. You don't blame Biafrans when they say they want to leave Nigeria. You don't blame Oduduwa when they say they want to leave Nigeria. You don't blame Middle Belt when they say they want to leave Nigeria. Anybody that said that he want to leave Nigeria, you don't need to blame the person. Because the reason why the person want to leave is because nothing is working. So you don't allow them to be deceiving you, say, okay, we are trying. Look at here, look at here. No, that is individuals. We are talking about a country. We are talking how country is supposed to be built. It's supposed to be built for everybody, both big and small, supposed to live comfortable in the country. Because all of them are the owners of the country. All of them are, you call them Nigeria, all of them are Nigerians. So why will you now allow some people to be suffering? Why some people will be riding in the horse? It's not done in any country. Any country you see such thing happening in this Europe, under one day, they will put that country in fire. That country will go in flame. That's why when you come to all this Europe country, almost all the corners of the country is developed. They take the development to the rivers, to even the bushes, even the animals in the bush. They give them electricity. They develop the bushes. Even the bushes, there is road. They make road in those bushes. Create water for the animals to drink. Because if not, is still somebody that will tell the government that the animals in the bush is suffering. And before you know, the country can go in flame. Because of those animals you live, those animals you are not taking care of in the bush. That's why the government makes sure that development even get to the bushes, to their bushes. The government also makes great security that take care of those animals. That's why you have what they call it, forest gas. These are securities that is moving around the forest, making sure that all the animals and the environment of that bush is very calm and secure for the animals. If you don't do it, it is some people in the country will tell you that, why do you leave the animals in that bush to be suffering? You see the reason why the white people value even the animals. They take care of those animals. Because they understand the meaning of development. So this is what we are talking about. But when you are talking it, some of our people believe it's money, only money. Only money. When you are making money, everything you are about your life will have come to have gotten okay. No. There is some things that we need to put in place. And because we keep less concerned, because we feel that it doesn't concern me, after all, I'm living well. That is the problem you see in Nigeria. Everybody keeping less concern. Imagine me now. I keep less concern. Okay? I just keep on doing my things. What about the people that is living in our land that is suffering? Even when I travel now, go to Nigeria now, go to my land, the Biafra land, I can't stay there. You understand me? I cannot feel comfortable. Because why? There is no electricity. There is no road. There is no hospital. No security. So I will still be moving, even if I feel that I'm not afraid of anything. That I feel like I am protected. Maybe there is things that I used to protect myself. But still yet, you are not secured. And you can't live there. You cannot live there because when the day is dark, when the night has come, you find everywhere very dark. You live in darkness. You can't see the the person that is closer to you. except you go and on your generator, or you go and on your lister. You own the lister in your compound. What about the whole millions of people that is living in that environment, that is living in darkness? Have you thought about it? Only that your compound is very good and very neat. That your compound is where you neat up the place. But when you open your gate, come outside, you will now see that the whole place is insecure, including that your house is not secure. So these are the things we are talking about. We want a better country. We need a better country. We need the development. We need good road. We need pipe-borne water. We need hospital. We need 24 hours electricity. We need infrastructures. This is what government is supposed to be doing to the people. This is what government is supposed to do for the country, for all the corners of the country. It doesn't matter where the country, where people are living in that country. You're supposed to take all these things down to them because it's their right. The reason why it's their right is because you are taking the resources in their land. You are the one that is taking care of those, taking those resources. You are the one that have the right to take all those resources. So you can no longer come, take all the whole resources, sell it, and you put the whole money in your pocket, and the people are suffering. It's not done in anywhere. It's not done in anywhere. Or you sell the resources of the people, and you will not take some money and give some individual in that place where you take the resources, and the rest one you will go and share it with your friends. And those people you give the money in that place almost every time they will be calming the people down, deceiving the people, because they feel that you have bribed them, you have given them money to make sure that they shut up the mouth of all those people not to talk. If you try this thing in advanced country, they will wipe all of you out immediately. Yes, they will wipe all of you out. That is stealing. So if you know that you cannot develop the land of the people, you leave the people to use the resources they have in their country, sell it by themselves, and use the money to develop their land. That is how it works. If you know that you cannot sell the oils in Nigeria, oil and gas that is in Nigeria, and use the money to develop Nigeria, you leave those oil and gas for the people that you own it, so that they can sell the oil and gas, use the money to develop their land. If you know that you cannot sell the resources in a country, in communities, use that money to, I'm not saying go and use the money, develop only the community. Take that money, develop the place. That's why you are a government. What people need is road, good road, electricity, hospital, and all those things that is supposed to provide for your country. That is what they need. And the security. Give them security. Now, if you can't give them all these things, you leave the people. Imagine in the north now, do you know how many people they are killing every day in the north? That they are not reporting. They are not reporting it because they feel that if they are reporting it now, the world will know what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is talking. Okay? So all these things are the things we are talking about. So Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is educating us for us to see the reason why we need freedom. The reason why we need to build a better society for ourselves. For us to know how to use our resources to build a better country for ourselves. Nobody, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is not telling you to come and give him any money or come and build a place for him. He wants every place to be developed. He wants Nigeria itself to be developed. All he needs is to see the country developed. If Mazen Nnamdi Kanu today see Nigeria developing today, all the whole state, all the whole road, the federal road, the community road, the state road, electricity, pipe-borne water. Hospitals are building across the country. You know, the government is doing what they're supposed to do as a country, building everywhere, and peace, security is tight. People are secured. He will be very happy. He will even come and support it. He will even come and support the development. But as long your politicians keep on stealing the money, go and drop it in another countries, destroying everywhere, he will keep on fighting for freedom of Biafra until the freedom of Biafra is achieved. Okay? So God bless Biafrans all over the world, and God bless lovers of freedom. So Biafrans does not hate anybody. Anybody that telling you that Biafra hates you, that person is a liar. Anybody that tell you that Mazi Nnamdi cannot hate you, that person is a liar. Anybody that tell you IPOB hate you, that person is a liar. Anybody that tell you that IPOB is this, IPOB is that, that person is a liar. Anybody that tell you that IPOB don't want Igbo president, Igbo don't need to be president for the country to be developed. Okay? They can be a president whenever if they like. But what we need is development. We are not interested of who will be president or who will not be president. Okay? So IPOB is fighting for freedom, for the safety of Biafrans. That is what we are doing. And that is what we are talking about. Okay? So what we need is a development of our people, to secure the life and properties of our people, to have a good security, a good hospital. Now, if your governor is sick, he will travel to abroad to go and take treatment. Now, if a Nigeria person is sick, he will be in Nigeria. And before you know, the person will die. Because no hospital, sometimes no money to take care of the person. How many families can afford money to take care of their loved ones when they are sick? It's few. Few people will do it. Okay? Few people. But when your governor sick now, he will enter flight. He will go to Europe and go and take treatment. When your president is sick, he will travel to Europe and take treatment. When their children is sick, they will put their children in the flight, go to Europe. They will go and take treatment. If their wife is sick, the same thing. If their mother sick, the same thing. Their father sick, the same thing. If any of their relation sick, the same thing. Now, what about those Nigerians that when they sick, nobody to take them to Europe to go and take treatment? They will not be in Nigeria and they will suffer there and they will die. Before you know, they will be giving that person chloroquine injection, giving him herbalist medicine, joining all these things to the system. Before you know, the person will suffocate and die. This is what is killing most of Nigerians. It's not that the sickness cannot be taken care of. It's not that what is disturbing them cannot be taken care of. But what is killing them is because there is no equipment to take care of them. There is no hospital to take care of them. And that is very, very bad. That is the reason why we are fighting for freedom. Because many people don't know the reason why we are fighting for this freedom. Okay? When one person dies in Nigeria, we feel the pain. When somebody dies in Nigeria, we feel the pain. Because these people have future. These people can do something tomorrow. But now, when they're sick, they will die. Okay? So if the government know that what they are doing is good, they're supposed to, when they are sick, they're supposed to remain in that Nigeria. They're supposed to remain in that country. They're not supposed to travel abroad to go and take in treatment. Then we will know that what they are doing is good. But when they are sick, they will run. They will run to abroad to go and take treatment. That means they know exactly what they are doing. That means they are doing They are doing bad things. They are committing atrocities. They are committing genocide against their own citizens. Because if you cannot build a hospital for your citizens, you are nothing but a criminal. If he's sick, you are a governor, and in your state there is no hospital. But when you come out in the public, you will tell the world that you have a hospital. But when you sick, you run to abroad. Why can't you go to that hospital you say you build? Because you know that you never build a hospital in the first place. Now, you take your children to abroad to go and study. Why can't you build the school for your country, for the people to be going to a better school? So you take the money of the people, you take the tax money of the people, take the money you save for their resources, you are using it to train your own children in universities all across the world. So when the people talk, you begin to kill them with military, you begin to kill them with police. So all these things are the things we are talking about. Okay? So whenever you see Biafrans talking, it's because of the kind of bad things the government of Nigeria is committing. The reason why we want to leave Nigeria is because the government of Nigeria doesn't want to build a country. They are stealing the resources of the country and they are using it, hiding it all over the places in the world for their selfish interests. And that is the reason why we want to leave, so that we can go and develop our land by ourselves. Okay? So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does not hate anybody. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu loves every Nigerians. He loves every Africans. Live the way he was talking. And that is the only way you can confront all these people. You cannot confront these people with a cool voice. You can't confront them with that kind of voice you want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be using. No. The people, these criminals you see in Nigeria, they need people, somebody that understand how to confront them. And that is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is doing. And that is the reason why you see them come out to call him terrorist, call him all manner of name. Somebody that have never killed anybody, you are calling him terrorist. Somebody that have never done anything wrong, you say he is committing treason. But the Boko Haram, the Fulani henchmen, the Al-Qaeda, the kidnappers, all these people that is killing Nigerians, destroying life and properties of Nigerians, you never come out one day call them names. Even you are recruiting the terrorists that is killing people into Nigerian military and telling us that it's a repentant Boko Haram. All these things are the things that you will check. When you check them finish, you will know that you have a lot of responsibility. You that call yourself Nigeria, wherever you find yourself, you have a lot of responsibility to ask your government some questions and you hold them accountable in everything they have been doing to your life. Okay? God bless Biafrans. And God bless lovers of freedom everywhere.
Lion Odogu, Asian lion, Kenduku Indonesia, Odogu Nsuka Kiseje, Nenugwezike, Onichenugwezike Kisitasia, Asian lion, Nakana, Mbanu